fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
Caitlin Clark, by the way, absolutely silenced everybody yesterday. The woke media was all on her. I hate to even mention this complete jackass. Jamel Hill and others were all in her business. It's white privilege. She hits these threes. Man, I don't give a damn if it's white, black, or green privilege. Jamel Hill, she blames the media for covering Caitlin Clark. She's tremendous on television. What a missed opportunity for the national media to really evaluate who she was as a person. Why? Whereas it feels like our black athletes get the same amount of coverage, whereas for black athletes to get the same amount of coverage or even fair coverage, there has to be something extra beyond basketball. No. You choose to do that. You don't need anything extra.
What if I told you the WNBA just morphed into a daytime soap opera, scripted by Twitter and directed by Chaos? Julie Hill's out here tossing around the R word like it's a no-look dime, and somehow Caitlin Clark has become the villain in a storyline packed with leaked footage, side eyes, and Rhyne Howard looking one glare away from a full-on showdown. Is this basketball or a Bravo reunion special? Either way, buckle up. This saga's got more twists than a crossover in double overtime.
Jamel Hill. The fact that she believes that Caitlin Clark is receiving more coverage than a lot of the other black players. I don't like that Jamel Hill said this. I feel like she's always looking for an excuse to race bait. That's her whole identity, and I just don't like this. Caitlin Clark is phenomenal. She is just that good. She's setting all types of records, scoring, assists. I mean, she is incredible. So she deserves the amount of coverage.
Fantastic. Just when you thought the WNBA couldn't possibly wring another drop of drama out of Caitlin Clark's rookie season without the whole thing detonating like a soda can in a microwave, here comes the 4K ultra high-definition cage match between Indiana's star attraction and Atlanta's Rhyne Howard. Because apparently we've traded basketball for low-budget Game of Thrones. Only this time the armor's mesh and everyone's wearing gym shorts.
Quarters. Well, guess what? One of the master race baiters from the world of sports, if you still want to say she's involved in the world of sports, is back at it again. I'm talking about Jamel Hill, who is one of the integral reasons why Around the Horn no longer exists on ESPN.
The latest episode of Let's See Who Can Body Slam Caitlin Clark Without Getting Ejected aired live from a hardwood floor somewhere in America. And the internet, ever the beacon of calm, reasoned discourse, responded with grace and nuance. Just kidding. They torched it, roasted the ashes, and yeeted the whole thing straight into a volcano.
Person that's been definitely weighing in on this Caitlin Clark drama has been Jamel Hill. This is season 2 of Caitlin Clark and the Fever, and now we have a new Jamel Hill rant. She is one person that's been pretty vocal about everything. The Angel Reese situation, now this Rhyne Howard thing, which I thought was not a big deal whatsoever. Reported on it yesterday. She did kind of get into Caitlin Clark's head, kind of psyched her out. I believe that's why Caitlin Clark played so bad. But some new footage has emerged of the incident.
So what happened this time? Oh, nothing major. Just a casual sideline encounter, where Rhyne Howard decided to channel her inner Secret Service agent and body up Caitlin like she was guarding the nuclear codes. And then came that moment. The now infamous line, either caught on mic or expertly decoded by 47 million internet detectives and their cats. I'm not scared of you, and you in Atlanta. And just like that, the WNBA had its latest viral cliffhanger, complete with subtitles, slow-motion replays, and enough fan theories to fuel an entire Reddit economy.
Got Caitlin Clark taking it back, and you can see the hold there. Then Rhyne Howard doesn't like that. And there's some words between the two players as Naz Hillman quickly comes over and gets her bestie out of the scuffle.
Which, in case you're wondering, is basically the WNBA equivalent of slapping someone across the face with a velvet glove in 18th century France. Pistols at dawn, anyone? And before the smoke even had a chance to clear from that spicy exchange, here comes Jamel Hill crashing into the chaos with all the subtlety of a wrecking ball soaked in lighter fluid. According to Hill, everyone just needs to calm down, because this is competition. You know, the kind of competition that apparently involves body checks, intentional bumps, and a little light psychological warfare.
We're going to be talking about something that was an interesting one. It was a really, really interesting one, and it was the kind of interactions between Rhyne Howard and Caitlin Clark. And if we're going to be honest, Rhyne Howard 100% got the better. Rhyne Howard, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, got the better of Caitlin Clark today on both ends of the floor. But these were some hilarious responses. So Caitlin Clark and Rhyne Howard get into it here. So Rhyne Howard he was fouling Caitlin Clark the whole game, and is going into Caitlin Caitlin Clark coming back to Rhyne Howard. I'm not scared of you.
Apparently Caitlin Clark isn't being targeted. She's just going through character development. Right. If by character development you mean getting elbowed in the kidneys every other possession and defended like she owes someone rent money. But don't worry, it's not about race. Except, now it kind of is, because Jamal Hill decided to imply that the outrage surrounding Clark's treatment might have racial undertones. Translation: the only reason people care she's getting mugged mid-dribble is because she's white. Not because she's, say, the face of a league starving for attention while getting tackled like a running back every night. Naturally, Hill's supporters ate it up, nodding along like she just performed an exorcism on WNBA Twitter. Meanwhile, actual basketball fans, the ones who've watched Clark get hacked, shoved, and jawed at like she's the final boss in a video game, started wondering if Hill was even watching the same league, or just playing Mad Libs with hot takes written in crayon.
I have to talk about this. The post from Brittany Griner, and one thing I don't understand is that, like, there is some kind of flimsy evidence, I guess. Like, we're not lip readers. We're not lip readers. She probably says trash. Like, it sounds like she has said. It looks like what it apparently says is effing white.
But let's pause for a second and take in the absolutely bonkers reality we're living through. Caitlin Clark might be the only human alive who can drop 30 points, carry a franchise on her back, and still get blamed for breathing too loudly near another player. And about the coaching, oh, it's not random. If you think these are just players freelancing WWE moves, think again. Some of these game plans sound like they were cooked up in a steel cage match. Okay, Amber, full court press until she questions her life choices. Jada, you accidentally hip check her into the third row. And Megan, you're on eyebrow duty. I want intimidation, not blinking. The playbook's simple: shut down Caitlin Clark and you shut down the Indiana Fever. Maybe if the stars align, you even get 5 seconds on SportsCenter before they cut back to LeBron's off-season squat montage. But let's be honest, this isn't tough defense. It's a full-blown exorcism disguised as basketball. Players are swatting at her like she's a mosquito in July. One moment she's dribbling up the court, the next she's caught in a tangle of limbs that looks less like a basketball play and more like Mission Impossible. Elbow protocol.
That should be celebrated, and it's because of Caitlin Clark. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it Caitlin Clark. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. What's your opinion? If they want your opinion, man, early on, because everybody is looking for you to say anything, and they're going to splice it and cut it and make it a negative thing. And I think for her, the one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. I saw for the first time that they had a chartered.
And yet somehow, every time a player body checks Caitlin Clark into next week, the media's collective response is, relax, that's just basketball. Really? Because last time I checked, basketball didn't require a mouthguard to keep from biting your own tongue during a headlock. It's gotten so absurd that Caitlin probably checks under her bed for defenders before she goes to sleep. And let's not forget the Kennedy Carter incident, because nothing says normal basketball contact like sprinting into someone's spine at Mach 3 out of pure spite. That wasn't defense, that was pent-up Twitter rage, the live performance. Fast forward to the Rhyne Howard saga, another episode in this never-ending series titled, How to Call a Mugging Hustle. And the cherry on this flaming Sunday? Jamal Hill swoops in, retweeting the clip and lecturing the internet like she's presiding over the WNBA Supreme Court. Calm down, peasants. This is competition, not targeting, not excessive, just spirited aggression wrapped in a hug of animosity. Meanwhile, Caitlin's out there getting cross-checked like she owes somebody child support. But don't worry, it's just intensity. You know what's not just basketball? Repeatedly targeting the league's biggest draw like she's wearing a jersey that says, "Please tackle me, I love it." If Caitlin Clark were a Disney princess, every other player would be the evil stepsister, trying to steal her shoes, trip her on the staircase, and still complain that she's getting too much attention.